$68,940 per year. That's the annual salary that you need to make in order to qualify for a 2-bedroom apartment in the Austin, Texas area. At the time that this video is being recorded, $1,915 per month is the average rent for a 2-bedroom apartment here in Austin, Texas. That's a 24% increase up from this same time last year. And at the rate that the housing market is continuing to increase, that number is only going to continue to go up. Right now in the state of Texas, there are no rent control laws. So what that means is your landlord, your property management company, whoever it is that you're renting from, they have free reign to go up on your rent however much they want and however often they want. There are no caps that are set as to how much and how frequent those increases can be. So the best thing that you can do is sign your lease for a longer period of time. That way you're locking in that rate and you're not having to look at these 20 to 30, sometimes even 40% increases more often than you would like. So here's what I want you to do. Check your apartment complex's website to see how much your current unit is being rented for. Do this well in advance, so that way by the time your lease is up and it's time for you to either give notice or renew your lease, you already have an idea as to how much your rent increase could possibly go up. Now, in the previous video that I did, I gave you some additional steps to help you with going through this process. Now, some of you did not watch all of that video. You're only watching about the first 4 minutes or so, which that's good. I appreciate that. But if you go back and watch that video after you finish this one, you're going to also find some beneficial tips in that video that's going to help you to navigate your rent increase when that time comes. When you go to the complex's website and you see not only how much your current unit is leasing for, but also how many vacant units there are in your particular floor plan, this will help you to get some negotiation power when you get ready to go and talk to the leasing staff in person, if at all possible. Over the phone should be your second option, and by email should be the last resort. When you send an email, it is so easy for somebody to sit behind a keyboard, not put any emotion into it, not put any thought into it, and just type off a number and hit send. So I made that a point in the other video as well. That's why you really want to start building some kind of a relationship with the leasing office staff, so that by the time it comes to renew your lease, there's a rapport there and they're more likely to work with you if you've been a good tenant, you're paying on time, and you can validate your case as to this is why my rent increase shouldn't go up. If you happen to be in some type of situation where you are uncertain about your next move, you are out here in limbo and you really don't know what's going to happen next, one of the things that you want to take a look at is exactly how much it's going to cost you to go on a month-to-month lease term with your complex. Some complexes, mine included, are actually charging an additional monthly administrative fee if you do not enter into a long-term lease agreement. So do your homework as early in this process as you possibly can, because if you end up going on a month-to-month lease, that is guaranteed to cost you more money. If you happen to be someone who has a little bit more stability and certainty in your financial situation, this is where it would be in your best interest to sign as long of a lease term as you possibly can. Lock in whatever rate you're getting for as long of a period of time. Because if you are in one of these cities where the housing market is continuing to go up, your rent is going to continue to go up. So if you know you're going to stay put, you don't have any uncertainties about possible job loss, you can live in the complex that you're living in now, and deal with it, go ahead and extend that lease term out and lock in that rate so that it'll push the can a little bit further down the road before you have to start this process all over again. Before you pack up and move, I want you to sit down and run the numbers. If you're moving to a complex where you're going to be saving, for example, $100 per month on rent, but your moving expenses will be, say, $1,500 or more, you are not coming out on the winning side of that transaction. By the time you factor in paying new deposits, moving expenses, perhaps you're moving somewhere to a location where it's going to be farther from work, not as conducive for your lifestyle, so you're going to be spending more money on gas. Think about all of those things before you just look at the price of the new complex that you're going to. Factor in all of those numbers to actually see if moving is going to be the best financial decision for you to make. You'll come across a lot of YouTube videos offering tips on finding an apartment and moving. And on the surface, when you look at the title, it may look like something that's really going to be beneficial to you. But when you start to watch those videos, you'll see sometimes that it's just a bunch of fluff. People telling you things that you obviously already know. I really want to be able to continue to bring videos like this that I know are helpful, that I know are factual, and I know that if you actually take the time to apply the tips, it'll save you some money, it'll save you some stress, and you'll be able to move with a little bit better peace of mind. So if you have any questions for me at all, feel free to drop those down below in the comments, and I will see you soon in our next video.